Are asking for a recap. So basically, yesterday we just covered everything. You know what? I'm just gonna redo it over. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start off with I was out in the ocean. You know, I was doing my job, and then I heard these noises. You know, which I believe to be either mermaids or sirens or something that is not a whale, it's not a dolphin. You know, it's something of a humanoid type, entity. That's how I'm feeling. That's the vibe I'm catching. And then, I went live a few times. I reached out to it. It actually communicated back with me. I ended up throwing the crab overboard, and then that crab came back at me and landed on deck. And then after that happened, I posted that video. I went into the docks, and then I heard it again, so it followed me in. And the next day, the government was on my boat. You know what I mean? And then I get into my accident. The day that the government gets there, I get into my car accident, and now I'm not able to go on this big trip. So it's just a whole lot of shit went down, man.
It's like sequential too, and it all happens so quickly. And it's like, okay, so for people who missed out on everything yesterday, I wanted to talk about the fact that you didn't want to present this to the world because you thought that they would think that you were crazy.
Yeah.
So you were like, dolphins, let's see what everybody's saying first. And then we'll dive into it and go from there.
Yeah.
And now, since then, everything has just gone from one extreme to
another.
Like the government, like car crash, everything, dude. Like, I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'm worried. I'm like, should you be going back on that boat? Like,
I
just don't know.
You know me.
I love the ocean.
You
got to. Yeah.
I love the ocean. It's a relationship me and her have.
Yeah.
It's just I need to be out there. I love being out there. You know that. So it's just, and you know what? In the back of my mind, subconsciously, I'm like, yo, I really shouldn't be doing this. But at the end of I feel like I need to now. I feel like I have a purpose now to put it out there to do this.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't mean to sound corny, but I feel like this is my job now. Like.
I feel like it is too. It's like your destiny in a way.
Some type, no corniness of the word, but yeah, absolutely. Like, it's just, I was destined. I was chosen. But
and I feel like you were, for sure. Because this is, as I was saying yesterday, since the first to that mockumentary from Animal Planet, where they sampled a sound from a siren or what they thought to be, and then they tested it and stuff, and they couldn't compare it to any other sort of sonar sounds underneath the water and stuff. And that's the biggest thing that I took away from our conversation yesterday, is that the videos and the sounds coming from your videos are actually being studied now.
Yeah, it's being studied now. They tried to debunk it, and they couldn't. They wanted to see if I played something over my original video, and if that would happen, you would see the sound in layers when it comes through and they're analyzing it. They're like, dude, this is no layers. This is like one clean whole sound. It's just like it's just so it's like, yo, keep checking, keep trying to prove me wrong, man. Let's go. I'm down for anything. What do you want? Lie detector? I'll take two. What you want from me? Did you throw the crab back?
Exactly.
No, dude. Straight line.
Exactly. Yeah, and people are like, you can really break down those videos. There's experts. There's so many people that are on this. So that's where it's kind of scary to think that, because that mockumentary, that literally was just a movie and they made that up. But this is happening now in real life.
So it makes you think, was it really made up?
Well, yeah. Yeah. And is this the real version, or if not, the second. Like the version of that happening without the government or the Navy's hands on it.
Right. Exactly.
First.
And they're trying to get their hands on it now. It's
scary. Well, yeah. That's why I'm like, they've tried to take you out with the car.
Yeah.
Didn't work. They've got you.
For anybody who doesn't know about the car accident, I was driving home from my I was at work. We came in. I drove to my captain's house, and then I was driving back home. On the way home, it's kind of like windy roads, and I have to drive through some wooded areas. And they don't got street lights. They're not really. So somebody came by driving with their high beams on, and it was so bright, I literally couldn't see the turn coming up, and I went into a little ditch and into a tree. And then that other person just kept driving, didn't even stop. So, and I was literally knocked out, unconscious, laying there. The people across the street had to call because there was lights coming out of the bushes in front of their house, and they didn't know what the heck was going on. So it's just that's just a lot.
It's a lot, and the fact that you woke up in hospital, you might not have woken up at all.
Yeah, they said if the tree was bigger, they had to cut me out of the tree. I was so embedded in the tree, they had to cut the limbs off the tree to get me out. Yeah, it was intense. They were like, "Oh, if the tree was bigger, you might not have walked away from this." I'm like, "Well, thank God it was a little tree," you know.
And that's so scary. It's hard to speculate. It's so scary to think about how you walked away from that, looking like, not as beat up, but you got your legs in the car.
And that cool Harry Potter scar. I got a cool little Harry Potter scar.
Oh, I couldn't even see that. Damn.
Yeah, I got the hair. The hair comes in.
Damn, it's just.
Yeah, my face. My face. I got a scar on my face. Now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. The government put a scar on my face.
Somebody asked in the comments, what are you more afraid of, the sirens or the government?
I would say the sirens, because at the end of the day, I don't know shit about that. I know what the government's going to try to do. We all know what their main goal is going to try to be, to hush everything up, to try to keep it under wraps. And, if things start getting too big, they're going to take away who they need to take away to make it go away. But sirens, that's totally different. That can go bad. That can go really bad, really quick if I don't pay attention, or I think, it's a game,
If they accidentally somehow manage to get you into the water. That's what I think everybody's biggest fear here is like. The fact, okay, so I would like you to tell the story about how you heard it closer to your town. Now, It's followed you.
Yeah, we was fishing out off the coast of Montauk, which is maybe about 18-hour boat ride, and I heard the noises out in the ocean. I recorded it, and then all of a sudden on the way back in, which is 18 hours away, I'm hearing it right at the dock now. While I'm on land now, I'm hearing it. So that thing followed me. So a long fucking way. So it's starting to get crazier and crazier. This whole experience, this whole adventure I'm on right now. This is really just it's like a movie. It really is. It's just
because it's like when it followed you back, and then other people heard it. Like that's when the government showed up,
then
that's when you got in your car crash.
Yes.
I've seen some of the people in the comments say, "Please tell us about the necklaces."
Oh, the necklaces. Necklaces is it still gives me goosebumps just talking about it. So I got into my car X, and then they had to cut me out the car, and they literally had to cut all my clothes off me because they didn't want to move me around. So when they gave me all my cut up clothes back to me as my property after cutting them off, they're like, "Oh, here are your 2 necklaces that were in your pocket." And I'm like, 2 necklaces? I just came off the boat. I wasn't wearing any jewelry. They're not mine. I don't have 2 necklaces. And the nurse is like, "Oh, no, these were you. These were on your person in your pocket, right after we, cut them off of you. And it's these 2 necklaces right here. So I don't know where they came from, where I got them. It is just, one's got the Virgin Mary on it. And then, and the other one's just a cross. And it's just they're not mine, but I'll take them. They're mine now. So, yeah, that's
someone's looking out for you.
I like to think so.
And I would like to think so too, because there was a period where you were unconscious, where you don't have any recollection of someone perhaps returning to you, putting that in your pocket. We don't know.
Yeah. But the thing is, I was deep in the trees, man. For you to get to where my car was, they had to cut me out. They couldn't even get to me. And I kind of started coming conscious to the sound of a chainsaw. And I'm like, oh no, they're cutting my car apart. I'm like, the jaws of life. I'm like, this shit's bad. Like, oh my God. So that's when I started waking up and I started hearing all that shit. So it's just it might have been a good 10 minutes, no longer than 15 I was out for it, but that was crazy, man. And you know what? If somebody came just to put some necklaces in my pocket and then just leave, that's
whack.
That's
whack. That would be some weird
That's
shit.
just whack, bro.
It's more so that's like a miracle.
Yeah.
Because somebody had to be looking out for you, because
that's crazy, I get chills. I get chills talking about it. You know, so many unexplained things have happened to me in such a short time. It's just like I don't even know what the heck's real anymore. At some points, it's just like I really need to sit down and like think about what's going on in my life. And like I was doing this today, I was like, yo, do I really want to keep doing this? Because like things are starting to get like, but I'm like, nah, I have to now. This is, and I'm all for it because people need to know. They do.
And I was talking to my housemates about like just everything from yesterday and how sus it is that we can't download the lives and all of that kind of stuff. And they like, I think that like the main thing that they said was just be careful, dude. Like it's getting pretty serious to the point where like it is like your life is literally in danger at this point.
But
and I know that you're planning on going on the boat on Tuesday, and I know nothing's going to stop you. But I know. I'm just
going out there. I gotta do what I gotta do, man. That's my job. I love that. And you know what? I would feel like such a disservice to like. So okay, I've been catching out these sounds, and I've got all this fucking hard evidence and proof, and now I'm just gonna quit. No, man. Sauce 90 ain't no quitter. Sauce 90's no quitter. Yo, shout out
to make you quit.
Facts that they tried. They were unsuccessful. I'm getting a little cocky now. You need people like me.
It's true. That's exactly right. And it's I bet they're spewing that you're like still living to tell the tale, to continue to fight this. Like, I just don't know. Like, I'm starting to think, should I be looking for unmarked cars? But at the same time, I'm not you. I'm not the one that has all of the things.
I've been. What somebody just asked, did I post the videos of them calling before they bombed the ocean recently? I did this after. I posted all those videos after and actually while, because one of those videos I posted was in June. And yeah, in June they were doing bombing down in the Gulf of Mexico. So yeah, so it was kind of around the same time where they were bombing in the Gulf of Mexico was where I heard those siren sounds. And the thing is, like I was telling Phebe yesterday, the government scientists that were on my boat were stationed in the Gulf of Mexico before they got there. They were stationed in the Gulf of Mexico at the beginning of June, which was when they were doing all this testing out in the water, dropping those bombs and everything. So it's just another one of those coincidences.
Hush about that.
Yes, it's just another one of those coincidences.
That they are from there.
It's too many.
And are now on your boat, searching for these sirens, and that kind of, see, that's where it's worrying. And I get a lot of comments from people saying that they support you in this and to go all guns blazing, but then there's a lot of people that are saying that the sirens, this is exactly what they want you to do, to get you to go back out there, to keep you captivated, and then God knows what, take you heaven forbid, like, because we know that there is that captivating resonance inside you when you hear that sound. Yeah,
I know not to jump in the water. I tell myself that, but I literally try to get as close to the water as I possibly freaking can. It's crazy. It's nuts. When I hear it, I literally try to go find it, and I try to get as close to the water as I possibly can.
And I know that you wouldn't go jumping in, but if anything happened to make you go overboard, would there be somebody around to be able to like fetch you quite quickly? Okay, cool.
Always. I mean, it's always tough when somebody goes overboard on a boat, but usually I got tons of guys around me. I got my whole crew out there. If there's not somebody watching me, you know, we got cameras on the boat, you know, going off the back just in case people do go overboard. So,
does that happen often?
Very often.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is it a full thing? Because there's massive out in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah. It's so
massive waves.
Oh, they're big, man. They're big. I've seen a 40-footer just come right at the boat, break all the windows out the wheelhouse, you know, start flooding the whole boat. Yeah.
Dude.
So Mother Nature is no joke sometimes. She can be real mean.
Deadliest catch. Yeah. And so with the Gulf of Mexico thing, as you were just saying, then that made me like that's what kept me up the other night. And I made a video about it with that Mike Degree guy, who was filming for the Blue Planet, and he was in that sub, and they went down into the Gulf of Mexico filming for the Blue Planet, and they found like a lake underneath the water, like Goo Lagoon from SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
The underwater lake.
That's crazy,
and then they tried to descend down into it, and
they were bouncing
bounced back off.
They were bouncing. They couldn't go. So It's yeah.
I'm just getting a bunch of comments saying that we're being censored really bad, and that it's saying that there's 0 views and no likes.
Are you serious? Yeah, everybody's saying like I can't see none of her views. I can't see none. Like this is too many coincidences, girl, and you know this.
This is bad. Someone says go get your necklaces checked for tracking.
Tracking device. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that too.
Oh damn! I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Maybe get some incense and just like cleanse it and stuff too. I don't know.
Cleanse it, you know, right? Because I don't know where they came from. You know, they could be like bad luck charms. Like they really could be. They could be like horrible talismans. Like somebody cursed or something. Like I
feel like you would be able to feel that or not, because the fact that you were like, no, I need to wear this. This is my protection. Like, bro, that says a little bit.
I feel like these protect me. I don't even know what it is. Like when I have these on, when I don't have this on, like sometimes I'll take the other one off. Like I'll freak out. Like I've gotten really attached to these really quick, and it's crazy. Yeah. This one I don't even take off. I take in the shower. I don't even care. I just wear it every time, all on me. So it's just like, yeah.
It's like a talisman of protection.
Yeah. I'd like to think so. You know, it's just.
But I'm seriously I'm so frustrated at the fact that there's like it's being censored so much to the point that every single person is just saying 0, 0, 0.
Yeah,
0 views, 0 likes. Like that's. Oh my goodness! Because for me, it says that there's 182 people.
Yeah, mine says 539 on my side.
Oh damn!
It's because you're here, guys. It's only because you're here.
No.
Everybody's waiting to see you. You know how many people hit me up DM like, I thought you were supposed to go live with Phebe, sad face. I'm like, oh.
I'm sorry we did, but I had to wake you up for it because we stuffed up times. I'm spewing about that. That sucked. But it's, like this censoring is crazy. But anyway, as I was saying before, that Mike Degree guy, we really need to pay attention to safety, because he was talking about the fact that he went to try to descend down into this saline lake and bounced back off it. And that's right beneath the Gulf of Mexico in a ring of mussels. He said there was steam coming off it, and it was like it sent its own ripples back to a shoreline. Jeez. And then they couldn't physically descend down into it. And saline pools, like dense saline pools in the ocean, are a thing. But the fact that he was so like surprised and perplexed at the fact that he just like couldn't go down into it whatsoever. Yeah. And then him and the only other person who was in the submarine with him at that time were both in a helicopter flying around Australia, and they both crashed in that helicopter and died. And they were the only 2 people that were actually in that submarine that could tell this information. And they're both dead now.
Wow. See, that's crazy. That's nuts.
And that happened in Australia. Like that, their helicopter went down in Australia. Jeez. And they're American documentary, folks. Yeah. So it's just that. See, people are trying to say that that's a bit of a reach, but I'm like, nah, man. Like, come on.
You gotta look at all the steps. Like exactly. The only 2 people who ever witnessed, whoever witnessed that are now they can't tell their story now. There's no proof to back it up. So it just gets lost. That's it, pushed aside.
All we've got is their accounts from their stories they've told that have been documented on the internet. And Animal Planet and stuff like that. But what did they actually know that they needed to delete them from that? And that's what I worry about. How deep does this go for them? And I worry. Well, actually, I think mainly the main thing is you need to get those journals off that boat.
Yeah, no, I agree with you because I don't want anybody taking them. I've got.
I don't even want to say it, so they're not out there trying to.
Yeah, right. Damn, I just got out in the open on top of my bed, just chilling.
Damn, I've probably gone through it. Yeah, see, it would be too difficult for you to just sit there and know that they're on your boat because of you. This is your mermaid. This is yours. You deserve
I feel like I have a connection. Like I really do. It's crazy when you say things like that, because like we were talking about yesterday, when I hear the noises she makes, my whole body will vibrate. my whole body like starts to vibrate, like very low frequency, almost like a pins and needles, but it's very dull, and it literally goes on for a long time, as long as I hear the noise. You know, sometimes I'll hear it, I'll start to vibrate even before I hear the noise, and that's how I know I'm gonna hear it. So it's just, and every time it's been 100% every time.
Yeah. And does it feel stronger each time you hear it? Like it's more captivating or something like that? Sometimes.
It's like, yeah. Sometimes it's way more captivating than other times. Sometimes I hear it, I can feel like I can brush it off. But other times when I hear it, I'm just drawn to it. You know, it's like pulling me. And then I get to the edge of the boat, and I'm like, oh, no. Almost.
You've still got the human will. Not today.
Not today. But maybe tomorrow.
See, that's what we're all worried about, is that if this, the you know, which all the folklore says that's what they want. That's exactly what they want, is for you to keep going back and going back and going back, because then eventually it will get strong enough to pull you in.
Yeah, I need to check.
That's what the legend says. So,
yeah. Like we were also saying that I was talking to somebody else about the legend. They say, oh, if the legend is, if you can resist a siren sing or call, that siren has to kill themselves. Like yeah, I've heard that. And then some people was like, that's why she followed you back in. That's why she followed you back in, because she was like, no, I gotta get you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I hear all sorts of theories.
Because there's so many different cultures,
but they all have them. They all have them.
Yeah, exactly. That's the craziest thing. And that's what I was saying yesterday about how they found in, like, the caves, they found hieroglyphs of, like, ancient Egyptian, pharaohs. Like, they found actual, like, things, like, drawings of them in caves in Australia when they had no contact whatsoever. And that perplexes scientists still to this day, how they managed to come and into contact with Australia. So, let alone all these different tribes all around the world that have all of these different accounts of a similar thing. And it's still believed so much to this day in places like Haiti, Jamaica. It's just the Western world. We see the Little Mermaid and we're like, oh yeah, as if, you know.
Yeah.
But now it's like
they're trying to desensitize us with Luca.
Yeah, I was about to say, now Luca's out now, and then this comes out, and all this Gulf of Mexico stuff, it's all happening in a line sequentially. And this was you were meant to find this and bring this to the world. Because honestly, this is one of the first real pieces of evidence that has come out since that mockumentary 10 years ago.
And the thing is, like, it's just, there's such a hard time for me to even upload anything right now. It's just, I'm still on a post-ban till tomorrow. Like, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's just, we'll see what really happens. Because what happened to me last time...
probably to violate community guidelines somehow.
They just keep extending it. I don't know why. Like I got it for like one day, and then that day passed, so then I went to go check, and then it like added another 7 days. I'm like, what? So I waited the 7 days, and it was the 21st, and then I went to go shoot another video and do it, and then it went another 7 days. I'm just like, whoa, they're just like steady. It's like real jail. It's like legit jail.
Yeah, legit. And there's not even any explanation whatsoever or any real breakdown of the guidelines to understand what you're doing wrong.
I appreciate all the gifts, guys. Appreciate all the gifts.
Yeah. I'm still getting used to all of that. So it's still like my third live.
I know. You need to do it more. You got a good following, man. You need to do it more. You're getting better, though. You're getting more comfortable on it. You can tell. Hell yeah. Now you just, facts. It took me a little bit. It's a little weird. It's a little weird at first.
Yeah, it's because I suppose you're afraid you don't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, someone's always going to be offended. So you just gotta, do your own thing and just be super cool like we already are. That's it.
Exactly. Just do our thing, and then whatever happens. But I mean, it's there's a lot of fear around this whole thing. But because it's the fear of the unknown.
Yes, and that's the scariest thing. Megan Marty, I see you, girl, with all the gifts. Thank you, Jesus. She sent me 5 dozen roses. God damn.
Yes. Damn, it's like Valentine's Day.
Wait, sunglasses. I know when they're coming. I know when they're coming. I love getting those. I just want to be like, yeah. My bad. But back to the story at hand. But it's just, I think now people are more acceptable to the fact that it's a possibility now. I love seeing in my DMs, I was real skeptical about this, bro, all my life, and like your videos have brought me, some light into my life. I believe now. I believe, and I'm just like, good for you, dude. Open up your mind, bro. That's what you gotta try to do. Nobody's saying, it's wrong to believe in it, but it's just like, just be open-minded about it. There's a possibility because we don't know nothing.
It. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fact that you're presenting it to the public saying we don't know shit about this, like, just it's okay, brother, I'll respect your opinion no matter what you take from this, but like, try to debunk it. And the more people try to debunk it and disprove that this is a real thing, the less that they can.
Yeah.
Because, as you said, people were like actually finding, when they're trying to debunk it, they're slowing it down and they're actually finding more things that you missed in the videos.
Yeah, like in one of my videos, it's actually the one where I just walked outside on the boat and I just start talking, Sauce 90, and then all of a sudden I hear it. If you go to 50 seconds in that video, and the bottom like middle of the screen, there's a huge big white light under the water. I've been waiting to do a video on it. I've been waiting to be able to post, because it's actually nuts. Because so many people,
I can't wait to see that.
Oh my God, so many people are watching my videos and they see things I don't, and it's just like, wow. I have some videos where people literally outlined mermaid tails and shadows in the water. Like, I'll send them all to you. Like, I have tons of stuff. I have tons of stuff, and I just want to get it out there, and they're not letting me do it.
That's why YouTube is like necessary. It's
yes.
But I know it's all in your drafts. Like, I know you've got all these drafts just banked. It's just going to be bang, bang, bang. So, like, and the thing is, like, with your IP address, like, would you be able to make more accounts, or would they just get censored as well? Like, this is your second account.
Yeah. Third.
So, third.
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah.
Dude.
I tried to do Sauce 90 again. All right. I tried to have a backup account for my Sauce 90. They took that down too. So I was just asked out.
Yeah. So now you've just got to be a good little boy and do as they say and try your best to fit in these guidelines to get your stuff out there. I'm just gonna
do like little hand signals in videos, like just like, little
Like,
signs.
if you need help.
It's like, I'm out here.
Yeah. You gotta.
Government's watching me.
That's why when you were videoing the that scientific laboratory thing on your boat, I was like, he needs to be careful. Like, the eyes. Thanks, whoever sent me that. That's awesome.
It's fire. I love it, man. This is just I want to find out more, and I'm going to, and I don't think, I'll be stopped if they can stop me, but, by the time they try to, I hope to already have the word out so much where it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Because we worry for your safety, but regardless, if anything happened to you, we wouldn't forget. Like, this is too loud now, and too many people know about this.
Yeah, it's a big change for me too, because like I said, even sometimes on that boat, it sounds like it's coming from all different directions sometimes. How I was telling you the other day, like, I'll think it's like right on the side of me, and then I'll pick my head up as A, and then and then I'll hear it like way off the back of the boat, then I'll hear it in the front of the boat. It's just all over. So I'm just like, it might be more than one. And in that mockumentary, that they was talking about they travel with their families, like it's more than one. So it's just
yeah, and why would they be alone? It would make more sense. And a lot of people say that dolphins are nearby when mermaids like to protect them. So yeah, it's really hard. It's really difficult to sort of know.
It's just
like, because if you're hearing it from all different angles from the boat and stuff, like, as you said, if that means that they're desperately now trying all these different things, because if it is a thing for them, if they can't lure a person in, then there's consequences for that.
Yeah.
Then they might be trying desperately to
those are cool.
do all of the cyborg
right.
to get you back out there, and try all these different methods, and then maybe the next thing will be like where you're hanging over the boat and you're like, where are you? Who knows? Maybe then that's when a hand will come and pull you in or something, like, or touch you. Or
I've heard a story like that. Another fisherman, I was talking to this older fisherman. Once when I first started fishing, he leaned over like that. Son came up with a wave and grabbed his necklace, grabbed his chain, ripped it right off his neck.
No way.
And he didn't know, like, because a wave came up and hit him in the face because it was really rocky. And sometimes you can catch a wave just the right moment. It's going to hit the boat and it's just going to come up in your face. And then, but when he said it hit him in his face, he felt something on his neck, like a hand on his neck, and then it just took his chain, his gold chain. So I've heard tons of stories like that, you know? Like, that's common.
And then the mind starts to play tricks and you start to question yourself, like, did that actually happen? What did I feel? Like,
so bad.
Could it have been a sea turtle? Like, I don't know, you know, you'd really start to just go crazy about that.
Yeah, it happens to me. Sometimes when I'm out there working, I'll just be like, did I just hear it? Then I'll be like, no.
Yeah, just
no.
like, waiting for it.
I'll be like, yo, then I won't hear it. I'm like, yo, I'm going freaking nuts, man. Get back to work. It's just like, it messes with your mental. It really does, because it's all unknown. You know, everybody says it's not, everybody important says it's not real. And then you got actual proof. So it is. So it's like, do you trust yourself more than what everybody's been saying for the past so wide years? Like, it's just...
I mean, we all know that rule number one is to not trust the media, trust anything to do with that. Like, if we all know that now, like, it's not new information. And I feel like the younger generation with TikTok and everything, that's making this able to actually be spoken about properly, because they're all so woke. Like, I don't understand how these kids, like, just they all know this stuff, like the government, about the government and all of the system, the programming, everything. They're so switched on.
Because the information is out there, you know. The information is out there, and it's easy to access now, you know. And you have tons of people sharing information with each other too. So it's just, and
our parents' generation was very much like, they would just believe. They'd just sit down, buckle, shut up, do what you're told, get a house, go to work. And now it's completely different. The whole world is so different.
Aliens weren't real in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s. There was no such thing as aliens. But, you know, wait 30 years and that whole changed. Yeah.
So it was very easy back then to get away with false flag operations, and like 9/11, that was the biggest. Like, everyone still to this day, a lot. There's so many people that are just like
conspiracy.
Hardcore 9/11. But you know, that was a false flag operation. Whether you want to agree with me or not, that is a fact. But now that happened, like that, they were able to get away with it a little bit more back then. But now it's like they're not even trying very hard, because we're able to just see, like we were saying yesterday, the glitches with the NBA dudes. Like, we can see that. We're not dumb. We're paying attention.
Homeboy hasn't blinked for 45 minutes. Like, what? Would you say? Would you say, is he too rich to move his own mic?
Is he too rich to blink, man? Someone put eye drops in my eyes. I'm too busy. Like, goddamn. But that's the thing. We're all paying attention now. And I've got a bunch of videos banked up in my camera roll and stuff of like reptilian glitches and stuff of just like people catching just stuff that other people catch. And they're like, hang on a minute, and they rewind it and they're like, are y'all seeing this as well? And I'm like, dude, I see it.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, we're all seeing all of this stuff.
And I'm glad people are doing that now. Everybody's going right to their phone and just posting it. They see it, they find it, they're posting it. They're either asking what it is or they already know. So it's just like the information is just so ready. So it's just like, that's why it just baffles my mind. Why try to hide it? You'd have it'd be way easier for them to just say it was real, and then we'll go from there. Like that simple. Just say you know it's real, and you're trying to find out what it is, and then that's that. Like don't freaking lie to us.
The fact that they're not, it goes hand in hand with what you saw on the boat.
Yes.
With like the stainless steel medical like equipment, like they're gonna test this thing whether we like it or not. Whereas they know that if marine biologists or anybody that had any kind of a heart had any say in this, they wouldn't be there doing what they're going to do. Like, because obviously if they get it, they're going to dissect it and just
try
do
to
all
poke
of these
and
tests
prod at it. No. That's not why I'm
actually,
showing
like,
people too. I'm not trying to get not to get them all like hop. No, man, that'd be so foul.
You want to see how human is this thing? Like,
Yeah.
how much are we like them? Like, what? This could be a whole other world, a whole other species, and
this will blow the top off a lot of things if we get deeper into this.
Like the beginning of history in the making.
Somebody's
and I
telling me to
honestly
write a
believe
book.
that.
I'll write. I want to write a book. I really do. I need to.
That want to jump on that. Seriously, do it.
I really would. You know, it's just, I just need the proof. I need more proof. I really do. Because what I have now is cool. Yeah, it's cool, but it's not good enough for me though. Now it's not. Now that I know that that's there, there's more. There's obviously more. So now I want to go find it. Now I'm thinking about.
And they're trying to keep you from it.
Now I'm thinking about finding people to back me up, investors, so I can get my own boat, so I can do my own hunting thing, so I can go try to find this thing on my own. That's what
independent sources, media, people that would come onto the boat with you, film crew, all that crap. Like, that's where you're at right now. That's where it needs to be you, and not that it's like a fight against you and them to who would get there first. But that's why I feel like you're a valuable asset to them. Why would they not try and work with you to try and see if they could use you as bait or as some
as a medium in between
communicator?
Something, because it's crazy. A lot of people ask me, do I have dreams of her? Yeah, I do. I dream about them all the time, especially when I hear them.
And do they show themselves to you in a picture, or is it more so like you can?
No, like
can you visualize them?
Yeah. In the dreams, but they don't make the noises they do. They speak to me like through like telepathically in my dreams. So it's just like, but then again, the dreams just seem so real, and the dreams only happen when I'm on the boat. I don't dream about this when I'm at home, and they only happen after I hear the noises. Like it's crazy. Wow. It's crazy because I have a lot of weird dreams out on the boat, but only after I hear the noises is the straight, the siren dreams. And those are
and it's like they're trying to show themselves to you. Would you be able to, do you think, like draw a picture?
I could draw one
of a depiction
of what I see. Absolutely.
That would be. I reckon people would love to see that, because we're still not sure. Is it more like a Luca type creature where it's like creepy, or is it?
It's so hard to it's not like that. It's not really creepy. It's more human in my dream than what I think people would perceive it to be, but it's also just very different. It's just, I could totally draw it. I could totally draw it. I was thinking about doing that the other day, because I want to just,
because I think that's what we're all super super intrigued about, is
what it
how
looks like.
How half aquatic human is this, or is it more of a fish? Because there's also
I've heard a bird version too. Like
a bird version.
Yeah, like originally, like sirens were like bird, like half bird, back in Greek mythology and shit. They had like wings, like they're like almost like little harpies, like type deal like that. So it was just, it's just, I need to get down to the bottom of it. I gotta draw what I see. I think that would help. I think that would actually be productive for me. That would be great for me and my mental with this whole situation too. That's a great idea.
I think that would be quite therapeutic, actually.
Yeah, I believe so as well. I really do.
And then you can sort of give that information as well to the people in the universities that are looking into this as well. Just any kind of information that you can compile. It would be really hard to do all of this on your own in your own head, because this has all happened so quickly.
Oh my God. Sometimes I just like, especially like when I did other podcasts, and so when people because I was in a podcast and there's people who were just banging me with questions, and I literally would have to sit there and answer them. It's just like one after another, and it was like, oh man, I'm like, this is really a lot, because they're sometimes when I explain stuff, I literally relive it. It's like that's why I can't watch the show Siren. I can't. Remember how I was telling you this? I can't watch it because the sound on the show is just so real to what I hear in the ocean. I don't want to get it mixed up. Like I was telling you, when I hear it in the ocean, I want to know that's what it's supposed to be. I don't want any other sounds, dumbing it down or taking away from the original, from what I hear. So
because I think that's why a lot of us have such a fear around ghosts and stuff now, is just because of the way that demons and the media depicts the supernatural, which makes us then in turn so afraid of anything to do with ghosts, when really you don't need to be afraid. No. Like that, we were talking yesterday how I was saying about my psychic that I was seeing, and she said that to me specifically. She said, don't be afraid. She's like, it's nothing to do with what the movies make it out to be, so we don't need to be afraid.
No.
So that's I'm not sure when it comes to mermaids, because there's so many questions around it. Like, what are they? Are they scary? Should you be concerned? But it sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like from like your dreams, from the presence you're getting, it's more of a connection.
Yes.
Then, I don't know.
That's how I feel.
But then is it them tricking you?
That's another thing too. That's another thing. Like, how do I know that it's like, what's the word? How do I know that it's, it's genuine? How do I know, like, it's not like some type of ploy just to get me to think that, and then bang, they got me. I got him.
Yeah.
I got him, Mom.
And then you're just like in the darkness in some deep cave or something, and we don't know where to find you. Like,
yeah, they got me locked up in another siren's basement. Like, force feeding me ramen. Force feeding me ramen while they handcuff me to a radiator down there.
Tuna.
They got me handcuffed to a big anchor. Oh no, that's the worst. Canned shrimp, man. That's
that's like not even a thing here.
Nah, thank God, because it sounds.
We call them prawns.
Prawns? What, shrimp? You call shrimp prawns?
Yeah.
Are they like a different type of shrimp, or you guys just call shrimp prawns?
I think they're bigger. They're
like big and like gray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're like pink.
They're pink? Like that. Oh, like jumbo. We call them jumbo shrimp over here. The big jumbo.
Jumbo shrimp. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, they're called prawns here.
Yo, a little sidebar for the Sauce Squad.
Little sidebar.
In Australia, the toilet actually does go the other way. I asked Phoebe this question yesterday. The toilet does actually go the opposite way than it does in the US.
It does. We can show you guys if you want. Let's go flush our toilet.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, I wouldn't flush my toilet. No, my toilet's. I had some Taco Bell earlier. My toilet has a bad day. I think there's like a streak in there too. I gotta go clean it. Oh man, but I think that's cool, man.
Living with 3 boys.
Right? But they're cool though. I be watching them on your shit. They look like a funny crowd of guys, man. You look like you surround yourself with a lot of good friends, and that's just.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Oh man, these people are like, what does the crew of the boat think about all this? They've heard all these noises, and some people are really interested, like me. Some guys are very superstitious about it, want really nothing to do with it at all. When they hear them, my captain goes inside every time. Well, every time he sees me out there with my phone, he'll come outside, look at me, and said, "Stop messing with that shit," and he'll go right back inside the wheelhouse. So it's just everybody has their own limits for those type of things, and yeah.
See, I feel like you're willing to just go all in with this, whereas other people
because I'm not
very, very,
scared.
Very cautious.
I'm not. It's crazy to even say that, because I sit back and think to myself, dude, how are you not scared? Like how? I'm just like, I don't know. It's just like I tell you, like the noise. It's like feels. I feels like I've heard it before. It feels almost kind of soothing when I hear it. People are like, oh, it sounds like a scream. Yeah. When I hear it on the played back on my phone, yes, it sounds exactly like a scream or some type of yell. But when I'm hearing it in person, there's something so melodic to it. It's just so soothing and it sounds so personal. If that makes any sense.
And it doesn't sound like a wailing, bellowing call. It's more so like just them trying to communicate with you. Sorry, someone just walked past me.
It's all good. It's all good. A lot of people are telling me to put like GoPros all over my boat and like try to figure it out, and that's one of the goals too. I want to put one above, but I just want to make sure wherever I'm putting them, I'm getting good like camera footage, because I was thinking about putting one underneath the boat, but because of the propellers moving and stuff, I don't want it to cause air and all the bubbles, so I want the vision to be clear. It's just the water is just so tricky, man. You know what? If this was probably really easy, I wouldn't be doing it. So, like, I'm glad that it's kind of like a challenge. It's glad, like, I gotta,
and
like...
And that's where, really, that's where you're, like, building your, you know, this, so much could come from this. You could build a team, you could build, you know, people out there that would be able to know, her forehead really said expand. Thanks. I know I have a 5 head, but that's just rude.
Who's talking about your forehead? That's just rude.
Yeah, I know that.
It's not that bad. I've seen worse. I've
Come
seen
off
worse.
it. What do I need to get a forehead tattoo or something? Someone's like, you need to get bangs. Like, you need to get bangs. Yeah, you should be sorry. Don't freaking talk about people's foreheads like that, you whack person. So rude. All I wanted was to get my hair off my face.
Get him.
Jesus, damn. This is like you're all over again.
Get him. Tell him.
It's like a 12-year-old that said that.
Yeah. Oh, she got a 5 head.
Damn.
And, bro, okay. So what?
Shine bright like my 5 head. Move on. I've heard this all before. Thanks. I know I'm really pretty anyway. Even with my 5 head.
You go, girl. Talk your shit.
I forgot what I was freaking saying. That just got me off so freaking...
Yeah. Look at you. You got her all flustered. Oh, my God.
Triggered. Talk about my forehead.
Yo, all right. Noted. Do not joke about Phoebe's forehead, even if you're just playing around. You know, no forehead memes. Nothing. I'm joking. What if it's like? What if I did it like tastefully, like a tasteful gift, like?
That's funny. Yeah. Like that's why I found it funny, because they're like, her forehead really said expand. I was like, low key, that's funny, but ouch. Anyway, let's move on.
Move on. Yes.
It's still saying apparently there's 0 views.
Yeah, I have some people who went on your live and they just screen recorded it and took like screenshots of that. So yeah, that's crazy. And do you think like the government would have that much pull though on a platform like TikTok? Then again, like why would they? It's international. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, they've also got filtration. I don't know if you watched that dark web series on Netflix a little while back, but they had like a different episode was showing all these different things about the dark web, and one of them was about like a database basically, which is a filtration system where there actually is a bunch of people that will sit in a room, you know, it's their job to go through anything that's flagged on any internet site whatsoever with trigger words. So they're always looking for child exploitation material. There's always somebody monitoring the internet, whether it's right now at this very minute, or they might get to it in like a week or something like that. There's
like you said, certain trigger words, like you know, mermaid and siren might be one of them. So yeah, it might be. And Sauce now too. Sauce 90 is definitely like your hot property right now. Yeah, that's but that's me though. Fuck that. They can look at that all they want. That's, you know, I did that myself, and the whole thing is like, if they would ever approach me and like come ask me questions about what I know, I'd tell them everything I know. I wouldn't hold back. I wouldn't tell, okay, I know this, that, this has happened, and that's that. And so I could be totally approached, and I would be totally cool with the situation. There has to be a better way to do this than the way they just go about it. Because the way that you present it to everybody is kind of like how Bob Lazar presented his... Are you familiar with Bob Lazar? Yes, we were talking about it. Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday. Yeah, so he presented his information to the public just open-minded. He's like, I'm not telling you this is fact. I'm not telling you to believe me or not to believe me. I'm just telling you what I saw. And that's all. Like, he's like, you can call me crazy if you want. And I feel like you're taking the same approach to that. Yeah. If they should be using you as a ploy to assist in this whole thing, not try and take you out. But someone just commented saying that TikTok
could be like, I think it's more so like Chinese or Russian based or something. So maybe they want to get their hands on the sirens first. Like, who knows?
Yes, somebody just
maybe it's
actually,
like a big underwater fight.
Somebody actually, what tripped me out the most was the white light in the water that was a couple hundred out. Yo, what video was that on? Justin Lopez, I just read your thing. What video was that on? Because I forgot what video it's on, man. I believe it's on the one where I'm on the deck. That same one you were talking about before. With the big light in the water. It's about like 49, 50 seconds. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe that's why it sounds like screams. Somebody's saying, yo, I got so many comments in here. Yo, I appreciate all you guys. Yo, shout out Sauce Squad, bro. Shout out to all you guys. I do this for y'all. Y'all know that. Y'all the best. Yeah. Y'all really are the best. Yeah, it's at 50 seconds. Yep. Oh, so other people have seen it too.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta send you that. I have to send you that.
Yeah, I really gotta start paying more attention to these things and like slowing them down. Because I did that with Mr. Krabs. Because I was like, yo, no way. Is that real? No way. Did someone had to throw that crab back? And I watched it and your reaction, all of it. It was it was real. 100% that was real.
I can't fake that. Somebody just asked me if the government would pay me money to stay quiet, would I? That's a fucking fire question. And my answer, no, that's a good one too, because you gotta think that into consideration too. They're probably gonna try to hush somebody up, pay them off or whatever. And if they don't take that, then they'll take other, extents to, keep things quiet. But me, no. I wouldn't take any amount of money. I feel like the knowledge that I have in my phone, like already is worth so much. Like the things I have found on my own is always, it doesn't have to be it's not even a money value thing. Some of these things are just priceless. These things I'm finding are priceless because nobody's ever found them before. And like you said, the only people who did, they're dead.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we're like putting you in an international treasure box where you must be protected at all costs. We're trying to anyway, but Sauce is just out here. He's just like, I can't. You've got to go on the boat. It's your territory. I feel like more so than anybody. But I saw one of the comments. Someone said the US is like going like fighting their hardest to get there first. So
yeah. Same
with the race to space, all of that crap. It's always just the US, the ego, everything. They want to get there first.
It's very true, but it's just like at the same time, like, is it really that worth it though? To them, it is. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody else would just be so happy with the truth. Like, that's it.
But I know most of us would. Like, we wouldn't. It's not like we would all freak out. If anything, we would just be like.
That's the thing. They're like, oh, they're all gonna freak out. Like, no, we won't. We already know this shit's there. We already know it's there.
You've been desensitizing us for years. Like, just tell us. We're not dumb. I don't know. Maybe when the older people, when it's more so like the younger generation are in power and all those old dinosaurs that still believe in oil and freaking all of that dumb stuff that's not harnessing the natural energies of the universe. We're literally destroying the planet. When all those little kids grow up and they're actually able to like all those old dinosaurs are gone, maybe that's when things will start to change and they'll actually start to include us in what's going on. Because
that's true.
The more that they hide stuff from us, the more resistant we are in trusting them or believing them.
Right. Yeah. Especially in believing them too. Somebody just tell me my story is like the siren show. Like everything is just exactly like the siren show. Is it really? Like
it really is. Like the fact that you can hear it and stuff.
So have you seen the show?
I'm up to episode 2. I've seen 2 episodes, so
I want to just know more about it. But I don't want to fucking watch it. Oh my gosh! Like nothing against it. It's just I don't want fake mixed with my real. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just I don't want to mix the two. So I'd rather just hear other people tell me about it if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you about it. The more I watch it, I'll be like, yo, like if there's any more similarities. But someone just commented and saying that the mermaid's trying to breed with you.
I believe that. My dreams are very, very, very wild. So it's crazy. It's crazy, like the dreams I have. And these things that wouldn't even cross my mind subconsciously. You know, the types of dreams I have when I hear the noises. So I believe it. I believe that. Because
She really wants you out there, eh?
Let's go. You know, I'll get as close as I can. You know, maybe in a little boat or something, but that's just somebody's like, do you think she's infatuated with you? Like, yeah, like she followed me back home. You know, like.
I think you both have this infatuation with each other.
I agree with you. I
don't know if you followed any of these. Sorry.
I know. I feel. What was I gonna say? I'm totally infatuated. Oh my gosh, these things are on my mind all the time. You have no idea how much I think about this stuff.
I can't imagine that sound being inside you. Like, it's like that you can just recall it and recount it and stuff. But I don't know if you've seen any of those time traveler TikToks.
I have.
People who say that they're from the future, and they reckon that we're gonna discover Atlantis.
October.
Was it this year or next year?
October 2022, I believe.
Okay, right. There we go.
Yeah.
So next year, maybe we'll find a little bit more about all of this stuff. I hope.
And I hope they find Atlantis in the island of the Azores. That's where I think it is. That's where.
In the which one?
It's the Azores are an island off Portugal. And I just recently watched a documentary where that's where they think the Atlantis is. Over there, next to the volcano, because they have a Portuguese island over there that's got a volcano on it, and there's just a lot of like they have like the siren signs, you know, like the stop signs, like they have little yellow like signs there. It's just like, you know, it's just crazy stuff. So it's just I'm waiting for it.
If anywhere, it might be there. Yeah.
It's just tons of stuff, man. You know, I gotta take the work and go down that rabbit hole again, but that's just a deep hole. You know, I'll start searching one thing on the internet, then before you know it, 5 hours gone by, I got like a whole notebook and notes, and I'm just like, oh, it's in the morning. I gotta change diapers. Like, I have children.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the hardest part.
The islands are the Azores Island. They're right off the coast of Portugal.
Yeah. I need to look into that. My God, because they also say that there's some kind of portal or base off the coast of California.
I've heard that.
Underneath the ocean, there's like a big. Well, they say it resembles like the Death Star or something to do with Star Wars. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but someone said that like they've actually seen crafts like like UFO crafts into the water, which that people have seen that all around the world, but specifically at this base in California. Really? And they go under it, and they're not sure if it's like a headquarters or if it's like some kind of portal or what's down there. But there is a physical structure just off the shoreline, and it goes deep right before the drop-off into the ocean. There's this big structure that people have actually seen crafts come in and out of.
Wow. I've seen that on the ocean, you know, UFO fucking stop and just go right into the ocean, or vice versa. I see like be dark, and then just an orb just comes out from the ocean, stops, splits into three, and then they all just go off in different directions. I've seen lights circle around each other and then come together like they're docking and like, you know, sharing information, then just all leave. Like, I've seen crazy stuff. When people are out there.
And that's all in your notebook.
Oh, it's all in my notebooks. I'm a heavy writer out there. I'm a heavy writer out there. It's because I have nothing else but time, you know. So it's when I have free time, I'm writing in my journal all the time. Even if it's just like something funny my captain just said, I'll write it down. You know, I try to keep track of like just normal things. It also just helps you stay busy when you're out there, especially because you're out there so long sometimes. So it's good for the mental. A lot of people are asking me in here, what are the dreams about? Talk about the dreams. The dreams will get me shut down on TikTok for facts. I gotta like word it. I gotta word it the right way. But the dreams are always sexual. They're always sexual, and it's so weird to even talk about. Yeah, it's so weird to freaking talk about.
Really?
It's so freaking weird. It's so weird. But it's just like, yeah, they always are, always. And it's just. like I told you, they communicate with me. It's always more than one. They communicate with me like without talking to me, without literally speaking to me. And it's just like, and it just seems. You ever have a dream and it just seems so real? It's just like you wake up
like
and
a
you
lucid dream.
like you're just like, where am I?
Yeah.
Where, like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's just, it gets really real.
That is lucid dreaming, where you're like aware of yourself dreaming while you're in the dream, and it's super vivid. And but that's concerning, because that's the whole, you know, the whole core of their captivation is that they want, you know, with the sexual side of things, like there's like, you know, with the exhibitionists that would like try and discover parts of the sea, they would recount stories of things like this, where they would see these sirens and these beautiful women, and then when they approached, they weren't actually what they were in their heads. They thought so, yeah.
And
so then through this, like the sound and the captivation and the sensuality and stuff like that, that's what lures the men there, like that Simpsons episode.
Yeah.
And then they get closer and it's Patty and Selma.
That's a fire episode. That's a fire episode. That's a funny episode. But yeah, man, most of all the dreams are like that. Yeah. Hey, Sauce, do you, your parents, and friend think the videos and experience? Hey, Sauce, what do you and my parents? My mom has seen my videos, and like when I show her them, she like looks at me out the corner of her eye, like, and I can't get the stare. I show these videos to my mom all the time. My mother is not from the U.S. She's you know, immigrant. She's from Portugal, the Azores. So it's just like she's got like old soul, and she's just like, oh, I don't know. You're a Cancer. I don't know. I'm like, don't like, you know, don't gas me up, Ma. Just watch the video and tell me what you think. I don't know, Ryan. The world's a crazy place. Like, she just...
Yeah.
She's just, I can't confirm or deny.
She's just, like, leaving it open to interpretation. Yeah, well, that's good. That comes from an impartial place, which means that's probably where you get that from, too, you know? Yeah. You're just like, I admit I don't know what this is, but I know it's something. So let's go.
Let's go. Thank you. Do I got more videos? More videos will be posted. Absolutely. I gotta wait for tomorrow to be off my van, and hopefully I'll be able to, you know, drop some new videos. I got like 108 drafts ready to go. I was thinking if I should all just bomb at one time. TikTok don't want to know.
Then it'll probably
they won't know what fuck to do. They won't know what the fuck to do.
They'll probably ban you for posting all that at once, though. They'll probably be like, oh no, this is a bot.
Right? Yep, there's another 7 days.
So you got to be careful with that too. So maybe, someone's asking, why do you get banned but I don't? It's a good question. Because you got banned for duetting videos that are still up. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't make any sense. I think that's just clear that they're targeting you and censoring you specificing.
That video is
because they
still
censor
up. That video is still up. And you know what? Somebody else did a video like I did, and I got nothing to say about that. I feel like I'm a target at some points, you know. Yeah. And, you know, it's just crazy to say. I really don't want to believe it, but let's just look at the facts. Yeah. Let's just look at what we know. Let's just look at all the information we have and what we know is to be true. And then once they start piecing together, it's just like, bro.
You do with that information what you will, but it draws a line somewhere, basically.
If it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Okay?
It's probably a duck.
Yeah. Or it's, you know, a crackhead in New Bedford probably doing something crazy at night. I don't know. That's probably the only reason. Oh, man.
We're all super keen to see what, like, it looks like, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to draw it.
That's the biggest thing.
I think I might go live, get, like, a decent, like, get some charcoal pencils, and I might just start going, you know?
That sounds really good.
And the thing is, I know what she looks like in my brain. I know what she looks like. It's just so vivid when I see it. It's just to explain it. It's just it's so difficult to explain. Like I can't even like he shouldn't have like normal skin. It's almost like a blue gray, but it's like it's not dark. It's almost like reflective. Feel me? And it's just
like that opalescent.
Yes.
Type of pearlescent.
It shines. It's very. It's not like a. It's almost like a matte flat, but it's like 3M reflective before you take the picture, and then when you see it in a different light, it'll shine up, but it won't be as reflective. So it's just, and her hair is long. It's long, but it's not like hair. It's not like hair. It's almost like dreads. It's oh my god, it's almost like on some Predator type shit. Okay,
right,
like
right.
her hair, just her hair itself.
Like her hair could be like some kind of tentacle or something.
Yeah, that's what it feels. That's what it feels like in the dreams. That's what it feels like when I'm in the dreams, because I grab,
right.
I touch it. It's just that's what it feels like in my hands. And then it's just her eyes. Her eyes will always get me. They are just. You ever watched Lord of the Rings where they got that eye of Mordor in the sky? That orange red, like they're like that. They're like that.
Like deep red.
Like deep red with orange and yellow. I need to draw it out. Like this is cause she got long fingers, long nails. But then as her body goes down, her body is normal torso wise as like a human. Then once it starts to get to her waist, it's just fish scales, but they're not big. They're not big. It's almost like snake scales like that.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so it's just in my dreams she's crazy. Right. She looks crazy. She looks.
Wow.
I named her Shirley.
Cause Shirley.
Shirley the siren. Yeah.
Wow. So, and see, that just paints an even deeper picture of how deep this goes. That the communication, the depiction that you can see of this person, like you can see her, and she's making herself known to you.
It's a lot. Like I get fucking goosebumps talking about it, and sometimes because I'll get off of here, and then tonight I'll go to bed and I try to think about it, try to get it into my self-conscious to want to have a dream about it so I can see her, or just get a glimpse maybe, and it just won't happen. They only happen out on the ocean. It is literally the craziest vibe.
It's scary. It is really scary because it kind of feels like it's going hand in hand with the folklore of the captivation, legend, the dreaded siren. Yeah, that actually is luring you and all of that.
People man, you sound so hooked, bro. You don't even understand. You don't this crosses my mind at least in one day, probably about over 200 times. I spend 25% of my day literally just thinking about it throughout the day. Playing my own videos just to hear it. Sometimes I do that. He's crazy.
Simping. I'm just kidding.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta call it like you see it, man.
Yeah, there's this mermaid girl out there. Damn. I mean, I think that's what we're all worried about.
Yeah.
For you, because people are that's exactly what they want. And people are just saying, don't jump into the water.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? People are starting to talk about too that hollow earth theory, where there might be another civilization underneath the water there. So it's just so many possibilities, so many theories.
Did you see the new King Kong Godzilla movie?
With the portals. Yeah.
Yeah, with the hollow earth, and it was separate, and that whole movie was so redundant because they spent the entire movie, the first half of the movie, getting King Kong to a portal in Antarctica. Tell me that's not desensitization to the max. We already know.
Absolutely, we already know there's all over the world, but
shady shit going on
in the poles, though. Absolutely in the poles, especially in the poles. Come on.
So, honestly,
it's they give us a little bit of truth in Hollywood, always. It has to come from
and they're
somewhere.
we'll put him down into this hole in Antarctica, and he will reach the hollow Earth. So, and I'm thinking, are you guys kidding me? You put this in a movie when we're all talking about this outside, I had goosebumps. I watched it at the movies, and I had goosebumps, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because he went down into it, and then gravity split,
and then
a whole other world.
Yeah.
What?
They lied to him too. They told him he was gonna go see his family. They stay lying to people.
That was devastating. That was actually low-key really heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But then obviously it was redundant because then Godzilla just blows a hole through damn Tokyo when he's there.
Yeah.
So they spent 45 minutes to an hour of this movie telling us about this portal in Antarctica.
For really no reason, right? For really like no reason.
Yeah,
so why'd you even tell us? You know? It's just almost like they either play on it or they actually have some information and they kind of like just like whisper it out there to us. See if everybody who's woke will hear it. Everybody who's woke will be like,
Yeah, slowly trickling little, like leaving little these breadcrumbs.
Yeah, breadcrumbs. Yeah.
Because there's like parts in like Google Maps everywhere in Antarctica. There's so many parts that have been deleted that you can't physically go there. Anyone who tries to go there, there's actually a like in Nazi Germany, I believe. They were actually there was some. But there was people actually like down there, explorers. They were fascinated by it because they were convinced that there was this other city.
Wow.
There was this other world, like it was a portal to some other place. They've described what the place looks like and all. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, maybe I should. And like we should just talk more about Antarctica.
To describe such a place in depth. You know how hard that is. I've heard some of these people describe what they see. Like it's you can't. Like you either gotta have one fucking crazy kind of imagination to come up with that on the spot, or just. Ugh.
It all comes from somewhere. All these different stories, all of the different cultures. They all link up somehow.
Somebody just wrote my description.
This is just another piece of
Somebody just said my description sounds like I'm describing Medusa.
Well, yeah, a little bit, yeah. And that's where it's concerning because maybe she's depicting herself to you in a way that would seem
approachable
appealing,
to me.
In a way. Yeah, because there's the fear that. Like, I don't know if you saw that picture of that mermaid that washed up.
Yes.
And it had, like, jagged vampire teeth.
Yeah.
And it was, like, really whack, scary looking. See, we don't know if that was actually real or not, but a lot more people are inclined to believe that once you actually do get into its perception, perhaps it's only showing you that in a way that wouldn't freak you out. Or in a way that you can perceive them in a way that won't blow your brain to pieces.
And I came across this video. Someone sent it to me. I don't know who did it or where it came from, but it was actually at one point in time, some guy had claimed to have captured a mermaid, and he went to go put it on display at like some like circus type thing. This was like 20 and 30. That same day, like he went to go put it and have his grand opening. That whole place burned down, killed him, and it took everything with it. So it's just like every time there's been some type of proof about this stuff, something always bad happens to the person giving the information.
Mhm. And that's why it's so scary to go public on all this.
But I have to. We got to.
Given your car crash. It's scary, but it didn't work. They couldn't take you out, and I bet from that they didn't expect you to be jumping on board on Tuesday, or at least trying to anyway. Because I have a feeling they'll try and stop you. Most likely, at least your captain will be like, "Brother, what are you doing here?"
I already talked to him. I talked to him today.
He's good.
I'm like, I don't care if you're good, man. I'm going. If I say I'm good enough to work, I'm gonna go. And I'm gonna try to do what I can to either find more out about it or learn more from it. So, yes, the government is still on my ship, Coco. Yes, they're still out there. They're on there for another, I think, 12 days. So I'm gonna be able to catch one of the ending surveys for sure. Sure.
Okay.
But
yeah, they'll still be very, very hush hush, I'm sure, about the actual all of the things, like they were with the even just telling you that they came from the Gulf of Mexico. Like, yeah, we need to. I'm glad you're doing podcasts and stuff and talking about all of this constantly.
Yeah, I'm glad people want to talk about it constantly, you know? And the more I talk about it, like the more I feel like, okay, something's getting done. At least other people heard my story today, and maybe it will inspire them to do their own research and try to get the word out there as well. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's so many people that now, especially around Florida, have said that they want to go searching for something. So if anybody, wants to reach out to source that is in any means necessary whatsoever to help with the process of this is where we need to start really looking for help with this kind of stuff, because the government's already all over it. They're going to have their hands on it before you ever get your chance to. Oh, my God. It's just crazy, the resources and the power that they have.
The resources is crazy, too, because they have access to fucking anything and everything they need. But just the like you said, just the control and the power that they have, and they know they have it. It's just like, it's just like, why am I picking this fight with somebody I know who can mess me up? Like, it's just, but I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. What you got?
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah. Like I know that it's almost like you're in a position now where you're just like, nah, let's go. I want to see where this goes, but we don't want to see anything happen to you. So that's our biggest concern.
You know what? And if
apparently American Horror.
If something did happen from me, I think that would even prove their case even more. So that I don't even think that's something they'd want to do.
They would be a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
If anything, that would start like an uprising. Like people, I don't know, because I think about that guy who was trying to expose like back. I can't remember his name, but he was an actor, and he was like, trying to expose like Tom Hanks and Ellen DeGeneres and all that crap
long time
back
ago.
at the start of last year, and then he was saying like, I don't want to die, and then miraculously he fell off an overpass. So and now that like he's been forgotten about, like I wonder if there's still people out there fighting for him, because once someone's gone like that, it's just deleted.
It's just gone.
They have a death
swept under the rug.
Suicide. Yeah, even though they've said time and time and again, I'm not going to kill myself if anything happens, blah, blah,
If anything happens, I will never do that. You hear this here now. I will never. I'm very happy with my life. I'll say it every live. I'll say on every live. I don't even care. And I hope people are recording it too. I am not suicidal at all. So if anything happens to me, bro, I did not take my own shit. Nope.
Exactly.
Nope.
Isaac Cappy, someone commented his name. Yeah, that's, I don't know. Anyway, someone along the lines of that, that happened to him. So I do worry about that whole side of things with you. You know, it's morbid to talk about. It's really quite freaky, I guess. We'll
it really is.
Cross that bridge when we come to it. But if we ever do,
his name is Isaac Cappy. There you go. Isaac Cappy,
Yeah, that's the guy. There must be people out there, like, fighting for him, trying to find the truth of what happened to him. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I got a star projector playing in the back. My bad, people. They're like, what is those lights? I'm like, oh, no, that's not the government. That's just my little... That's my little ambience.
You just get a little...
Right?
Little red
right?
dot.
I just got a little fucking laser coming right here. I'm like, get down, Sauce! Got a sniper on the roof! No, it's...
Some people are commenting and they're saying to watch the new season of American Horror Story because it's got aquatic humans and UFOs and aliens and
I've
stuff.
actually watched every season of that, so that's something. Really?
Even the new one?
No, I haven't. I know there was a new one. I'm out the loop.
Neither did I. Yeah, because I watched like the Coven one, all of the ones up until the Trump one. I think they might... Is there another one after that whole Trump thing?
That's the last one I've watched was the Trump thing.
Okay.
That was the last one I watched.
Cool. So then this next one I think is the newest. Be the one. Yeah, okay, cool. So I think we got to watch that. Maybe give that a go instead of Siren, because Siren seems like it's a bit traumatic for you.
Yeah, it's almost like... literally, it is like a little PTSD type deal, because when I hear the noises, it's almost like... when I hear them on land, it's totally different to how I react to them at sea. You know, when I hear them on land, I get very like, why am I hearing it on land? Like, am I joking? Am I bugging? Is my mind playing tricks on me right now? And then most of the time, I feel like it is.
Yeah.
So I'll listen for it and I won't hear it. So it's just like, I don't want to watch the Siren movie, like the show. I can't. I can't. I'm not built for it.
And you don't want that to like...
I'm not built for it.
Yeah. You don't want that to give you a false idea as well of what you could be dealing with. Because obviously it is just a TV show. It's a dramatization. you don't want to then
but
get
those
this preconceived
sounds,
notion in your idea.
those sounds are on point. I don't know where they got those sounds from, because even like it has like a little undertones of like the ringing, and it has a little bit of the echoing in it, and it's just
echo.
It just sounds so real. It sounds so real.
So interesting.
This whole situation, man, has been really just one big roller coaster ride. It's just
and it's popped off so quickly. It happened so quickly.
Well, after you did it, after you duetted it, I fucking blew the heck up, because a lot of people were just seeing it on such a bigger scale now from a bigger person, and then you did other videos because you found them all, and then they're like, oh, it's not just one. It's not just one. Like, this has happened multiple times. Yeah, it's happened about 5 times.
Yeah, I'm trying to I try to present not just one video at once, like a bunch of stuff that backs up the last thing. So then I'm like, you can discredit that. What about this part though? Like, come on, guys. Like, let's open our minds here. Like, but I reckon you would honestly have hit 1 million followers ages ago if your accounts weren't getting banned. You would be. You already are the talk of TikTok. Everybody knows you.
That's crazy.
Like, I've had messages since yesterday saying, I cannot believe that you were on live with the Sauce. Like, it's happening. And, like, everybody knows who you are, dude.
It's just...
And so if you weren't being censored, you would be...
Probably even on a larger scale.
You know?
But it's just, like, we can get there. We just got to get the word out, you know?
It's popping off so quickly since you made your new account, and everybody's trying to, find you again. It's going up. It's going
they
up.
fucked up by banning me, because I came back like a bat out of hell, like the bad boy at TikTok. No, I keep getting banned. Yo, boom, 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 follow, and it's just like I'm just like sitting there like
try and stop.
Like, yes, I'm on a ban, and I was on a ban, and I got over 100,000 followers in one day, and I'm like, I can't post anything. Why are they just like everybody just so interested? Because I feel everybody's so interested because at the end of the day, they really know what's good, you know?
Exactly. I think that must be some kind of like TikTok record. Like, I don't think not too many people out there who have been banned would have probably made overnight 100K followers without even being able to post. Like, see what I mean?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's just a lot to take in. I'm just happy that now I have a platform to speak on it now. Now I'm in kind of like in a position where people want to talk to me about it now. So that's better for me. So
it's so good. Like the more you get this out there, the more you keep talking about it, the louder it is. As we were saying yesterday, that ripple effect.
Yes.
Of just even telling one person, and then it's just getting out there. I just love that the universities are on this now.
Yes.
And they're like, there's marine biologists, people who are actually
examining my videos.
Oh, this is legit.
Yeah. That's when you have the backing like that. What can they say? They can't say anything. Once I have backing from schools and marine biologists with doctorates and PhDs who went to school for like 12 years to learn about this stuff, like, this is all they do. Like,
and these are independent people seeking this material out because they are genuinely intrigued by this. And I remember seeing back in South Africa, years ago. I don't know if it was a hoax or something as a build-up for that mockumentary, The Mermaids the Body Found. But I remember there were... Yeah, I can't tell if this was a hoax or not. I probably have to look into that. But it was in South Africa. They were talking to marine biologists where they said they've discovered these bodies, like all these different types of, all throughout the years, all the different types of skeletal remains of what they would consider to be mermaids and stuff. So they were having this conversation over 10 years ago about how, like,
in
marine biologists,
right?
people who actually want to approach this scientifically and not like with warfare or genocide or something like that. They wanted to approach it in a means of how human is this? How much rights would this creature have?
Facts.
Like, we want to approach this and communicate with it rather than actually take it and destroy it, you know? There's independent sources out there that are actually wanting to approach it in a kind way like you are.
That's crazy that you just talk like that, because I didn't even think of that to be a thing. If they ever were to find one, what rights would this being have? Because it's on Earth. It's on Earth. So it has to have some type of rights. If it can speak, if it must. shit, it's got to have a lawyer.
Like some sentient consciousness. It's got to have a lawyer, man. Like, it's got to have some kind of rights.
Facts.
There's got to be people fighting for...
Facts.
Fighting for their rights as well. It's
I'll be there. I'll be one of those people fighting for the rights. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're not the only one for sure that is like super, super intrigued by this. But like if in India dolphins have human rights, dolphins are considered legally non-human persons in India because they understand and recognize the intelligence of dolphins. So if you harm a dolphin, they must be respected. Their liberty must be completely respected. If you catch a dolphin, you have to let it go straight away, or it's like law, but punishable by law, basically. So that's just for dolphins. Yeah. So if we can do that and approach it that way with in India, these are the types of people that should be approaching this kind of thing, you know.
Absolutely.
And having you on board.
Yeah.
As the person, and use you as bait. Let's go. Like, don't try to take Sauce out with these high beams and run his car off the road. Don't put this sus laboratory on your boat and then tick you off it,
right?
Like, and try to keep you from these studies. Like, we know you are from the Gulf of Mexico now on your boat.
Yeah. So it's just.
What's next?
I just love how we connect the dots. And they just, at the end, they're just going to make one big mermaid. And it's just going to be beautiful. It's just going to be beautiful. But somebody just asked a real good question. Hindsight is going to be a big thing. Oh, yeah. Hindsight 100% is going to be a real thing. Somebody's like, how do we know that they don't already have a system in place and what they're observing us? You know, that's another. These things might have all the information they need. Maybe they're just trying to learn about us. Like
maybe they have their own internet and they're talking on TikTok Live right now down there underwater world. We don't know, honestly. We have no freaking idea. We've only discovered like 4 to 5% of the ocean.
Which makes up 78% of the world we live on. Those statistics, that ratio is crazy. Like, if you break it down, that ratio is nuts. And then like they also say, oh, you know, only 5%'s been discovered, but then again, they don't know how vast the ocean is. They have never been as deep as the ocean can go. So it's still not an accurate number. It's still, because it's almost infinite, right? So how can you put a statistic on something that's infinite? It makes no sense.
Yeah. Do they even have the tools or the means to be able to search this? Because actually, when they were clearing the Amazon forest, they're able to scan and do a navigational, like, 3D scale version of the Amazon rainforest through lasers. So they sent lasers down into the earth and would basically be able to create a visual map
of what the area looks like.
The Amazon. Wow. Yeah. So I wonder if there's some kind of laser beam technology. We've got all those satellites out there. There's got to be some way that we can send these lasers down, I don't know, and map out something that's down there. And that's where I feel like there's definitely more knowledge. There 100% is archived knowledge that they drip feed us to let the masses know.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Because surely they must know a little bit more of something that's out there. I mean, we've discovered hundreds of species just in the last 10 years.
And you know what? I have a feeling more and more species are going to start coming out now. New species that you've never seen before. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And I'm just going to sit back, eat some popcorn, and watch it all unfold. I really am.
Yeah.
I'm like, I told y'all motherfuckers this shit was real. I told you. You want to listen to me. You want to shut me up.
Yeah, literally. Who's crazy now, boys? Like, one of the monsters that came out of the portal in that South Park episode actually looks like one of the recent discoveries of aquatic deep sea squid.
Really? I'm trying to think of that South Park episode. Because I've seen them all. I'm trying to think of that South Park episode.
Oh, yeah, the one with the Gulf of Mexico portal. And they say that the oil company accidentally drills into a portal to another dimension at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico. I posted it on one of my things. I'm going to check it out. It's messed up. So literally in season 14, they did an episode where they said the oil company some oil company drilled down into a portal at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico that led to another dimension, and now all of these monsters are spewing out of it. And there's like, it's, you know, it's South Park, so everyone's like going crazy as there's all these monsters. But one of the monsters I noticed looks exactly the same as one of this new species of deep sea squid that they've just found.
Wow.
So I'm like, what's going on? Like,
it's fucking crazy. It really is. It's really a lot. It's really a lot of information to take in at once.
It's too much. And also that Gulf of Mexico fire, they reckon that happened because there was a leak in an underwater pipeline going through the Gulf of Mexico where the gas pipelines were. They reckon there was a leak and the gas traveled all the way to the surface of the water and miraculously got struck by lightning. That's what they're saying made that big eruption fire happen. Like,
I'm gonna keep it real with you. They must think people are stupid. Do you know how many times I've been out in the ocean in a thunderstorm, and you know how many times, you know how rare it is for a lightning bolt to strike the water? I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but the rarity of that happening is very, very rare. Just as rare it is as just striking, you know, down here. But to strike the exact part where everything was fucking, all the gases were there to ignite the gas.
Some gas, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Riddle me that. Like, tell me that. So when you Google it, that's what it says. That it was caused by a gas leak in an underwater pipeline struck by lightning. And I just think that is the most, like, scrambled together nonsense.
Yo, did your dresser drawer just open up in the back by itself?
It's been like that the whole time.
Oh.
Everyone's asking me that.
Because I didn't notice it. I didn't notice it. And then somebody said it. I'm like...
I'm just shocking, and I always leave my drawers open. It annoys everybody.
Shit. All right, at least all right. I'm not fucking going crazy, because damn, man, that would have.
Yeah. Thank God.
I was like, where does it end? Where does it end?
I think, and I'm pretty sure that I'm not certain, but I think that the person who lived in this house died here.
Oh. Nah, she's cool. No, she's probably just looking for sock or something. That's what it is.
Yeah, probably. Like, she doesn't seem like mean or anything, but I'm pretty certain that that's what's going on. So, like, we've all, since moving in here, have experienced something weird. So it wouldn't surprise me if my drawer just opened by itself, to be honest.
Shit. Oh, boy, I see you. Kids sending the roses. Yo, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. But thank God there's no ghosts right now opening drawers in your house. But my battery's dying, so don't get worried. Yeah, my battery's dying. I'm not. It's not the government this time. It's me.
Damn.
It's not the government this time. It's me. I won't be so sure about the next time though. I don't know.
So a lot of people are saying that it's saying it's got 0
Yeah,
views,
on yours.
and this whole time
I check it. I check it, and it does. So that's a little.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because on mine, all I'm seeing the whole time, it said it has not moved. It said 182.
Has it moved at all?
Frozen.
Has it moved?
No, it hasn't moved at all. Not once. Hasn't fluctuated.
That's sketch.
So it's at 182.
That's sketch. Something's not right though. I don't know. Oh, well, I don't want to take up all your day. You know, it's getting late over here.
Yeah.
But
I've already taken up most of your day today. This is still day one for you.
Yeah, this is still in 24 hours for me. Absolutely. I just wanted to reach out to you again. You know, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Every time I see you, you know, we always have a good time. We always got the good vibes going, and it's also very educational. A lot of knowledge is being spread. So
yeah, definitely.
So anytime I see you out, we got to do it again sometime. We got to get on another main stage, both of us. That'd be a good thing.
Yes, we really do, man. That's what we got to do. Someone just said we got to make a podcast together and just always be talking about this, weekly check-in.
Oh, I can go on about this. I can go on about UFOs. I can go about all that stuff all day. I can talk about things I've witnessed. I'd love to hear things you've witnessed. We can go into paranormal. We can go into entities. We can go into anything. I love all that stuff.
We can make a weekly podcast just called Sirens with Sauce.
And Phebe D, not just me. You're in there too. Phebe D. Phebe D. Sauce. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm actually gonna start looking into maybe a podcast or something. That
Go
would
ahead.
actually be really cool.
Absolutely.
Or a weekly live at least.
Everybody over here is like, yes, podcast. Yo,
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
Yo, Sauce Squad, stand
Yo.
up. Let's go. You know, I appreciate
Let's get on Joe
everyone.
Rogan. You and me on Joe Rogan, man. That would be dope.
Bro, man, what do I gotta do to somebody to get on Joe Rogan's show? What do I gotta do? I'll do anything.
He definitely knows who you are.
I don't think so. You think so?
Who you are.
You think?
Nah. Yeah.
No.
100%.
Joe Rogan.
I've had heaps of comments of people saying Joe Rogan, like, get him on Joe Rogan, like, dude, 100% he knows who you are. He's the biggest conspiracy nut out there. He's like, he would be onto this right now. Like, he would know who you are.
I'm gonna send this to him. I'm gonna send it to him. I really am. I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Everybody tag Joe Rogan and Sauce's stuff. Let's go.
Facts. But yeah, you know, everybody who's in here, man, appreciate all you guys. You guys follow each other, man. You guys stay positive. We kick that fucking negative energy out the door. We keep it moving, man. Y'all stay blessed. It's Sauce 90s, Phebe D. I'm out of here. It's late where I am, man. I'm gonna get it kicking, man. Phoebe,
yeah,
girl.
go to bed, man.
It's always a pleasure, man. You guys stay up, stay blessed, be easy, man. Love you guys.
Have a good night, dude.
Later.